Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Well, hokey smokes. It is a kind of a chill day today. I have been outside, walked to the community center, and talked to my case manager, even though I never really have anything to talk to them about. I still have one because I live here. And we talked about a lot of things like death and getting older and dying and such like that, including talking about my late wife and how he'd feel if his family died, and my views on are complicated on end of my life and my sister and all these fun things, and then ending up with sort of a thing where when I was in my 30s, late 30s, I believe. I can't even remember anymore. No, early 30s. There we are. I was talking with some friends at work about, is it better to have loved and lost or to never have loved at all? And now that I have loved and lost through death when my wife died, rather than through, say, just divorce or whatever, I still don't know the answer. Losing my wife, I almost lost my own. So, I don't know, even now. But on that happy note, I have written some stuff down, some of it happy, cheerful, and friendly, and some of it not quite so, but nothing really too heavy or deep. So saying, the first thing I wanted to talk about was Tim Curry. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. I went into high school in 1977. Rocky Horror Picture Show came out in 1975. I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show either just before I went into high school or soon after I had. So I saw Tim Curry at a young age of my and his life. Now, he is older than I am, obviously. Right now, the last I saw, he was 79 years old. And I just turned 63. So 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. That's 16 years older than I am. So he was like 32 when I saw the movie. So I have grown up over the last 50 years watching him in various movies and in video game stuff until, of course, he got older. And he had a stroke, unfortunately, in the year 2012 at age like 67 or so. So, oh boy. I mean, I worry about stroke now, but he's been in a wheelchair and he's been getting better. But the thing is, again, he's 79. And you can see his age on his face. He's not going to get better. Yay! Which, of course, is just me talking again about my fears of my own mortality and such like that. That being one of the things I talked about with my case manager, where I mentioned that, when you're in your 30s and you're talking about what you're going to do towards when you get older, that's one thing. But when you actually get there and you're so close, you can throw rocks down at the big end of life sign that's getting closer every day. That hits a whole lot different. But, as well, yesterday I talked a lot about my various races on Karthkog, the Apani, the Habani, and the Orkani. And I talked a bit again about my solo RPG setting. That had reminded me, there is a guy who said he's been looking for and has not yet really found an RPG supplement for solo settings that are just settings. Solo games that are just settings and not having a game attached to it. And so I started thinking, well, maybe there is a market for my just writing up the world of Shensha and the horrific war that wiped out 110 billion people 5 million years before the start of this story, and then the setting that it is now with the Dwaylen on Lanlua, the Goya, us, on the continent of Stilden, and on Karthkog, the aforementioned Apani, Habani, and Orkani. I could write that all up and, hey, maybe even sell one or two. One or two would be great. So I guess there might be a market for solo stuff, in setting wise. Thumbs up for that. So maybe if I can fight through my executive dysfunction, and then maybe before I die, I'll actually be able to write it up, PDF-I it? Something like that. It's a word to get it into a PDF form, and then upload that and sell it, or give it away, or pay what you will. So who knows? I went to talk to, as well, my case manager, to ask if one of our people had been voluntarily or involuntarily leaving the place. That was not English. If his leaving the place had been voluntary or involuntary. That's better. That's English. I don't hypercut. I just leave in all my flaws and such. And it was involuntary. He was asked to leave, and he had been here for well over like a year and a half. And I always feel bad about that sort of thing. Number one, I don't want anything horrible to happen to people. Number two, I also feel threatened. Because I'm trying to keep things together and trying to do things right and trying to not get into trouble myself. But all through my life, whenever I have felt comfortable, like, oh, I'm finally settled in, I don't have to worry. That is when the hammer of God has come down and destroyed the situation I'm in and left me far more precarious than I had been before. It's happened so much that whenever I feel even halfway comfortable in a situation, I'm looking for the hammer that's coming down on my head. So I'm hoping nothing ever happens here, because this is all I got. This is the United States. And they don't care about poor people here. And I'm a poor people. And to further show they really don't care about poor people, just to hurt the American people, to try and drive the Democrats to stop trying to give people health care. That's why people aren't getting any food benefits in the month of November. Hurt the working class until the Democrats say, okay, you don't have to give them health care, we'll stop. And then the $20,000 that people have to suddenly pay for health insurance, you don't have it anymore. For about 40 million people. Yay for the United States. I love living here. I also should have gone morning walkies when I had the chance. I had the feeling ever since getting up that I wanted to go out for a walk. Just to get out. I've been feeling antsy. Wanted to get out and walking. I didn't go. Now looking at the forecast, of course, it says it's going to be raining from like right now until about 3 in the afternoon. For like that's the next 2 hours. Then I'll stop for a little while, and then the time that I normally go out for walkies, it's gonna start raining again. I really should have gone when I had the chance. I should have listened to my body and gone out walkies. If only I were smart. If only. Next to me, because I've been fighting my executive dysfunction all my life without realizing that I actually have it, I have Decayed, because I want to play that. Along with somebody made a summarizing, rewriting, and options for difficulty for the rules, because going online, one of the biggest complaints you'll find on this game is the rulebook is awful. Absolutely horrible. You're going to be struggling to understand how to play from the rulebook. So, yeah, I downloaded this to help me. But I do want to play this because it looks good. And even though people have complained about the rulebook, they still like the game. I also have this one next to me because I just want to do a one-shot in this. Executive dysfunction again. My decision maker. The very easy and fun to play Order of Eventide. Goodness gracious, I still have this here. I have played it. I enjoy it. I want to play more. I hate having executive dysfunction. And then, of course, I'm hoping that pretty soon it'll be time that I'll be able to play this one again. About a month and a half ago, 2 months, I made up the character. A couple of weeks back, I actually played a couple rooms. So I can play it, I just can't do it in any great length of time or any great frequency. I'm hoping it'll be time for me to be able to play again soon. That would be good. Oof. And if you could like, comment, share, and subscribe, that'd be very cool. Greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. If you are a Patreon patron, Hokey Smokes, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. You help me out to no end. Thumbs up. Thank you. You are beautiful and awesome people. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because if they do, they are lying. If you've left me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome in your own way. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up every comment that YouTube lets me, and I answer as many as my nerve compression will allow, which isn't as many as I would like, but I try my best, because number one, I think it's important to let you know that you've been heard, and number two, I just like to engage. Yay. And I play an internet game, quote unquote game, where I call out either a secret word or a writing prompt or both, and ask that the results be written into the comment section for blatant engagement farming. And number two, it is nice to be heard. And the last people that played were Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up and thank you. Leo Tom Music, greatly appreciated as always. Gus Garrett 6838, thumbs up and thank you. And Adrian Bryan 0327 this time. Well. Well, son of a gun, thank you so very much, each and every one of you. Is it a requirement that you play? No, of course not. But these people that did, thumbs up and thank you. And so speaking, writing prompt first. Yesterday I talked about the nurse. Today I think, would you like to have an appointment with this surgeon? Or, if you don't want to do a writing prompt, and I don't blame you, if you could just type surgeon into the comments, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. Again, is it mandatory? No, of course not. I wouldn't force you even if I had the power to do so. Consent is important. But if you did play, that'd be awesome. Now, if you don't, I will not think any worse of you. Of course not. And if you're not even watching this far, then, well then. Well, son of a gun, I'm going to edit, render, upload. I'm going to play what video games I can. I'm going to pay some bills, and that'll be a good thing. I'm going to go walkies, hopefully a fair amount. I need to catch up on exercise. That would be a very good thing. Hokey smokes. And hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. God, I can speak English. And if not, please do not beat yourself up, because you deserve better. Well, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. Bonk. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Hokey smokes. Of late, I have also been watching some reaction videos for like the 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, which I recommend that you see. It is brutal, painful, and raw. The people that I have seen doing the reactions for it frequently call it a difficult, hard to watch movie. Not because it is poorly made or poorly acted, but because it's just so horrific. Oh my God, I tense up in my chair. Well, when the meat hook is involved. Oh my God, that is brutal. So son of a gun, definitely a good thing. Anyway, I gotta click up here so I can reach over and click over here.